October 23rd, 1940, Mediterranean Sea. Axis destroyers and an occasional light cruiser are still trying to infest the Med, but we sink them where we can find them, although wasting 20-inch shells on a destroyer is quite a substantial overkill. We know that Axis still has a large number of battleships and heavy cruisers, but somehow they are reluctant to bring them out. One wonders why. Hello and welcome back to War on the Sea, the Med campaign. Once again, we are engaging a small destroyer force. I think this is Soldati, the usual German stuff, and I can't remember what is the name of this. A small Italian destroyer. You can see that I have my slightly bigger force here, and that's Larne, a town class light cruiser. And here I bought myself Lion, a Lion class, strangely enough, the British battleship, which should make a very short work of these various destroyers, because, yeah, as you can see, we are already hitting them, and hitting them pretty hard. So far I would say that's probably just the light cruiser that's hitting, but it doesn't matter, she's gonna go down shortly. And as the case would be, this is Lion versus Leon, because I had a look and this is identified as Leon, so I'm not sure this is the British Lion versus the Italian Little Lion or something, which is already going down. So the British Lion did a very short work of the Italians. I do not know, I have to say, I haven't seen anywhere or anyone to use torpedoes in this mod yet. Don't entirely understand why, but hey ho, that's the way the cookie crumbles here. Our destroyer is already hit as well, so we need to... oops. We are going to break it off. You form, you turn, and start playing the smoke, please, because we really don't want you to go bang if you get hit by a lucky hit from the yeah, that's what I mean, a lucky hit from the Germans. In the meanwhile, Soldati here is not in a great shape, is it? Like, I'm pretty sure that my light cruiser and the battleship can handle those two guys, so I'm going to pay a bit more attention to the destroyer here, making sure that the Lion doesn't overrun it by chance, and that if we do get them, looks like we've already got the damage here, so yeah, not happy. She will have to go home, which is okay, but it's pain. It's pain. These destroyers, they just sort of don't last. I'm a bit surprised that Soldati is still sort of doing something. Yeah, here is the German Z-44, and she's going down. That was a quick. I'm pretty sure that Soldati is going to go that way as well. Belarus, don't need to do this, and you don't have any fires, so you can happily just run away, really. Doesn't matter. In the meanwhile, Soldati here is getting hammered by just about everyone, as you would expect it to. So she's slowing down, and that spells her doom. Doom, I tell you, down she goes. Exactly as we predicted. So that was a very quick job for us. Unfortunately, we got some damage on Valorous. Which unfortunately, I guess, means that we are going to send her home to Malta. Split. Okay, off you go, and we shall get a new destroyer because we've got 12 points. I wasn't able to afford a new destroyer that I really wanted. So for Fletcher, I would really like Fletcher, but never mind. We're going to get a Aussie Tribal and Lady and go and join. Meanwhile, we have another small convoy here, and I'm pretty sure that this task force is able to deal with it as it comes and when it comes. In the meanwhile, Task Force 16 is heading towards Tripoli, to the shores in Tripoli and beyond, where they will unload my invasion force and then support it with troops from Malta. There is additional Task Force 20, let's rename it to a Invasion Force 2. Good fingers. 2, which are going to also invade Tripoli. We are going to see how many defenders are there at Tripoli. I might just bomb it once more because it still has one. We'll see how many defenders are there. If there is a lot of defenders, I'm going to drop it all the way down. If there are few, I don't really care about this. I have Task Force B here with Incomparable, and they are waiting for a while before they will go and bombard either Port Saulo or Salerno. I think I might start with Porto São Paulo, just to make sure that nothing here sort of threatens this side. So that's the plan right now. Let me run the time and we shall see as usual. And we have yet another force as we saw there. Again, looks like Soldati, I guess another Leon, and this might be again the Z44. We shall see. Against our light cruiser and the battleship. They shouldn't last too long. Well, they are just over here. You can see them firing if you are on a reasonably large screen, like a TV or big computer screen. On the mobile, you probably won't be able to see it, but hey ho. I got a Gannet here as a observing plane, and you can see that we are registering splashes fairly close to the Z44. Well, this wasn't so close, but hey, we shall see how it goes. You can see that they're already firing some star shells, and we are going to climb with our Gannet because this is uncomfortable being shot at by a low caliber AAA when we don't have to. Yeah, that's a lot of AAA. Well, it looks like we have switched target, which is okay. Let's have a look at the map. The lion is turning like a dog, not a lion. So we want to, well, I'm going to split the forces entirely, and Larn is going to turn at a slightly better pace because she has a slightly better turning cycle than Lion does. Mind you, I'm not sure entirely what the hell they are doing right now. These two, whether they are... Okay, let's turn Lion all the way back. Larne as well. We are at quite a distance. Mind you, for a battleship this is no distance. This is not entirely a point blank range, 18,000 yards. Anything I would say under 10,000 yards is point blank range for a battleship. Paolo Emilio. Okay. I can't remember where I've seen this one. Doesn't matter, we will sing everything. And they're shooting at our Distraction Carnifex here, as you can see. Well, maybe they are shooting at us. I don't know. Hard to say. Hard to say. We're definitely shooting at them. There is no Distraction Carnifex for us. And it appears we have scored some hits here. As you can see, we just did. And I would say this one probably that score as well. We are hammering her. That's not really good for her. If she knew what was good for her, she would never engage us in the first place though. So you cannot really say anything about she knows what's good for her. And it looks like we got hit, as in Lion, but then, yeah, as here a few times. But that's said, like, well, it's a battleship. Slightly more armor, especially when a deck is hit or something like that, than those destroyers. Like 10 centimeter gun, 4-inch gun, hitting a battleship. It's not going to do a huge amount of damage. Like to superstructure, yes. There might be quite a bit of a shrapnel damage or something like that. So if you're unfortunate, things like these, not catapults, but cranes for picking up the seaplanes, obviously boats, stuff like that, that would suffer some damage. But being hit into a deck by 4-incher, nothing. Yeah, well, this is the Leon being fired on by a Lion, I should say. And that's another of these ones that will probably meet the bottom of the Mediterranean sooner rather than later by the looks of it. Yeah, it's not healthy when this many shells from a light cruiser, never mind the battleship, are landing around you. And that was a beautiful magazine explosion. So what we are going to do is we are going to switch to a different target, because to be honest, well, we don't have to, it will switch automatically. Let's go and switch automatically then. While this guy goes and dies, as I said, meeting the fairly deep part of Mad, and that most likely means that this Z44 will get our full attention shortly. Unfortunately, she is a wee bit faster than we are, so unless we get lucky, this might be a bit harder for us to get. This guy here is also at the moment looks like she is fairly quick. We'll see. We will see. We have not an optimal angle, but a few hits from our even HE hits, because I believe it's firing HE at the moment. Few hits from our big guns on Lion, and I'm pretty sure that she's gonna slow down significantly. I do wonder, could I switch to... Well, no, I'm not going to switch to AP because she is already slowing down. And she is... yeah. We got her bracketed properly now, so there is more than one hit. Basically, out of our salvo, almost always we get one or maybe two hits, which is pretty good as far as naval gunnery goes, to be honest. So the gunners at Lion are to be commended. Yeah, you can see that she's slowing down, but the Paolo here is probably going to run away. Oh well. Can't get everything, so that's just going to be 2 destroyers. The more destroyers we kill, the better. I have no idea why the AI hasn't brought up any of the battleships yet. I would really like to have a nice battleship engagement, but wasn't to be yet. Okay, I'm going to take Leon, and I am going to stop it and order it to fire at Paolo Emilio, both of them, and that can be firing AP rounds happily, because this guy is dead. Our light cruiser can happily deal with it, But the Paolo Emilio is running at 40 knots. That's fast. We get a good few hits that will cause some flooding. Then we should be able to slow her down. I think we just seen a good hit that is slowing her down. 39 knots. Ooh. Yeah, she's doing 37 now, so that was a good hit. We need a few more like that because we are doing barely 30 knots. So we would need to bring her below 30 knots to get a reasonable chance of catching up. Z44 in the meanwhile is in a pretty terminal stage, I would say. Larne is, or should be targeting it at least anyway, let's check. Z44, yes, but she is. Let's get her a bit closer so we can see how it goes. 22,000 yards here. I think unless we get a really lucky hit, I'm afraid that this one will escape. That's the one that got away. It's the right choice, to be honest, for the destroyers. When they come in to something like us, they shouldn't try to attack, they should run. So that's one of the few times where I've seen the AI to do the right thing. Run. It's possible because we do not have a destroyer ourselves, so they know they can't do anything to anything, so they just don't even try. To be honest, it shouldn't matter whether we've got a destroyer or not, they should run regardless. Again, a battleship, and even a light cruiser, it's not like they can do a huge amount of things. I don't care about the ammo expedition because this is the no resources mod, so I can just go back to Malta and replenish ammo. So, meanwhile, Arne is closing in on this Z44, but because of the way she is, she can fire only her bow turrets, which is a bit unpleasant, but hey ho. Let's check whether we got a bit of a damage to one of bow turrets. Just unfortunate, but that does happen. Yeah, and Paolo Emilio is back at 39 knots, so it's fortunately got fixed. Unless we are very lucky and score a massive hit, I'm afraid that she will get away. We did score a good hit where we got an explosion on this, and you can see that there are fires. And because she's running fairly quick, those fires are going to spread. Depends on how many are there. If there are more than 2 or something, we might be able to count on those fires spreading before she can deal with them. But she didn't slow down so far, so I'm not entirely sure whether we will get anything further. We will see. I'm turning Larne a bit to bring all the guns to bear. So that we can be more efficient against this this German destroyer and finally get it down. We really don't want that to last too long. Well, they repaired something on this German destroyer because she's now picked up a couple of knots of speed from 12 to 15 or from 13 to 15. I can't remember whether it was 12 or 13 last I saw her. Sao Paulo, on the other hand, over there, has slowed down once again, but we think this one will get out. If this was the resource mod, then I probably wouldn't be doing this because I'm wasting huge amounts of ammunition on low priority targets. Okay, we have now been very lucky and had a magazine explosion on this guy. So that was 1 in 1,000 shot, and oh yeah. Okay, she's gonna slow all the way down. I'm not going to worry about her now. I'm going to try and kill this guy in the meanwhile, because this guy here, she's done for. She's, as you can see, she's turning into a submarine. In meanwhile, the Germans have managed to get a reasonable repairs. I think they're doing 27 knots now. I'm going to engage with Lion more closely, and I also sent Lion here because I'm going here. She can sort of get both on here as well as on this guy. Okay, the Germans have actually managed to fix themselves, so that's what you get when you don't pay enough attention to someone. I was sort of hustling here and not paying attention too much, and because it's shooting only these foreign guns, I didn't manage to score any hits. Even at the 14,000 yards. We are now putting a lot of firepower on this German destroyer, so hopefully we will be able to do some damage on it. We need to hit it a few times to slow it down. I'm afraid this Paolo Emilio might be able to get away, because it's so close to here that, and it's still doing 23 knots. I put this here so that I can see, so to say, and they put out the fires, doing 23 knots. I think they might get away, unfortunately. Well, let's put it like this is not my finest hour. Okay, Paolo Emilio is a destroyer, as I thought it would be, but I didn't think there was something which was as fast as this. Like, 40 knots it's bloody fast for a destroyer. Given that it's doing 23 knots with basically the front ripped open, flooded, basically all the way till here, that's amazing. We've started getting some hits on this German destroyer, but not enough so far, not enough to slow it down. Okay, I decided to let it go, because it was just no point in chasing this. We might, with some luck, be able to run them down again. We will see. We will see which way they will go. And there is a night battle with, once again, a small Italian-German Axis force. This is actually two German destroyers, and this looks like the Leon, third, the Italian one. And we have our Indomitable doing something now. So I hope that this is going to be not a very long encounter, because I would like to put in one more encounter before we call it an episode, not a day. But we will see. As you can see, we are already bombarding them with our 20-inch guns among the others, but everything else as well. There's plenty of heavy cruisers, light cruisers, you call it. It's going to give it a good walloping. So I would say that this one is going to be down very, very quickly. The more of these destroyers we kill, faster the better. That's my take on it. There's too many of them, and yeah, I want them dead. Maybe if we kill all of those destroyers, maybe the AI will start sending something proper. Torpedoes, the first times ever. Our formation remains it's pretty silly, to be honest. But we will see. This guy is going to go down. I have no idea where those torpedoes are heading for. There's lots of them, that's all I know. But I'm trying to turn in the various directions, which should help us to avoid them. Looks like they're heading straight on, probably for a lookout. It's pretty hard to see where those torpedoes are going to go, so why I have to take a guess, and we will see how that works. This small Leone is, yeah, she's gonna suffer, as you can see, and I don't think she's gonna last too long either. In the meanwhile, the German destroyer is gone. Leone here is dead in the water. I don't know whether she fired torpedoes, actually. She might have, I don't know. we are going to sink her regardless, which leaves only the last ship, the one of the German destroyers, which is furiously trying to brave Sir Robin and run away. Brave Sir Robin run away. No, I did not. And anyway, if you haven't seen Monty Python's Quest for Holy Grail, I highly recommend the movie. It's an old one, but a good one. If you like the British sense of humor anyway. A bit absurd. And, we are getting some hits, as you can see now. We got some before. Before that I've often undershot, but now we are getting slightly better shooting angles and slightly better results. So hopefully we get a few more shots and she will go down as well, the last of the destroyers. I would say we've ate through about a quarter of German destroyers and maybe a third of the Italian ones. Still plenty to go. As I say, fortunately I don't have to worry about the ammunition. Because this would have been a massive waste of ammunition on a target of not a huge amount of strategic importance. The goal is not to sink everyone, the goal is to capture territory. And we are successfully capturing Tripoli, as I will show you once we sink this guy. And in the meanwhile, Devonshire here, but I have somehow managed to turn around, don't know why she's heading this way, was struck by torpedo, so she will definitely have to leave. As I said, this is not entirely a high point of my med career. Anyway, she's going down and we will leave this. So Devonshire and Lookout. Devonshire is actually better damage, so we are going to release her, rearm and release her. Anyway, you can see that Tripoli here is being taken over and that Benghazi has been bombed. The air has been reduced to level 1. So we will shortly take Tripoli. After we take Tripoli, we'll start running Benghazi. This we could probably take whenever we want Palermo. It's not entirely far from being done, to be honest. And we continue in chewing through the enemy destroyers. Now it's between North Africa and I think it's Sardinia, which is the southern of the two islands. We have 2 destroyers and 2 light cruisers of the town class, the Belfast, and can't remember what the other one is. You can see the enemy destroyers right here, so not far away. It's nicely stopped. Hopefully that means that we will start hitting shortly. Might have hit some underwater damage. It definitely hit. Okay, we are hitting now. Let's just check that we are okay. We are okay so far, but I don't understand, and that this is not the first time when one of them has basically chosen to go its own way. Let's do it like this then. Unfortunately, that means that he will get a bit more targeted, but we'll see. Sometimes the AI just decides to randomly do stuff. I'm going to actually get him out of the harm's way, because that's not gonna be very good. And we've hit, by the looks of it, another destroyer. Yeah, and we now we're definitely hitting quite a lot this one, and we've also hit this one. That's yeah, this one is turning into a sub. Good. Good. You, sir. Oh, yeah, no, you can go this way. Given otherwise you would have really hit Bangor, is the other one. So we can pretend that we are lighting a smoke screen for our light cruiser force, being the brave guys that we are in tin cans, while our light cruiser continue the demolition of this destroyer force. It would be good if we sunk it finally, because the fires and the smoke is not helping for the other ones. Well, so please do sink it. Yeah, down she goes finally. That means that some of the smoke is going to be dispelled and we will get a better aiming opportunity at the other ones. And this is going to be the last encounter of the episode. I really wish Italians brought in something slightly bigger than what we have right now, because right now it's just us demolishing these small forces. I can't even remember when it was since we saw a heavy cruiser last time. I think it was a night battle with our super battle cruiser, and that's been quite some time back. So and she went down very quickly as well. It was no contest. Okay, I'm going to switch one of the light cruisers on this guy, because this one is dead, so if we can start hammering this one, she might be the very fast Italian destroyer, so we would not want it to escape. No, this is Soldati, which is not that fast, so... but we'll still destroy it. Sooner or later. Probably sooner rather than later. Famous last words. Yeah, now we are hitting... no explosions yet, but that will come. Yeah, here they come, and she's already slowing down. And I suspect that all of our ships are now aiming here, because she is closer than the other destroyer, the German one, which means that she will get pummeled even faster, and you can see that she's basically dead in the water now. And that's going to be all she wrote. And we are switching to this destroyer, which doesn't look very healthy either, and I'm pretty sure that she's not too long for this world either. Thank you for watching. The next episode is of course going to be Battle of Atlantic once again, and we will see how it all goes. If you did like this and you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. That helps the channel quite a bit. In any other case, or if you don't feel like subscribing, then commenting and such like is also a great feedback for me. So please put in a comment, put in a like if you feel like it. If you put in a dislike, that's perfectly fine, but I would like you to put in a comment then saying what you disliked and why, because that can help me to get better. If just someone says I don't like it, that doesn't help much. And with that I shall leave you, because this destroyer is going to go down very, very, very shortly. So again, thank you for watching and goodbye. Down she goes.